Welcome to another edition of the Story Behind the Car. I'm with Dale and his 1965 Chevy Corsa, and I don't want to mispronounce that. And Dale, can you tell us about your car, the story behind it?
There's a long story behind it.
Yeah.
When we first got this car, it was a Chicago car. Picked it up out of Chicago, was under primer, and when we stripped the paint, we stripped this car down to bare metal. The car was getting ready to fold in half. We pulled five
Because of the rust, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
We pulled five-gallon buckets of blow foam out of all the rust in the car. We dug it all out. We cut out all the rust. We welded in all new kick panels. We welded in all new quarter panels. Raised the car up 1.5 inches when we welded everything in. The doors actually close nice now.
So when you say blow foam, they were just filling the voids with...
Take great stuff foam, you fill the rust hole with it, and when it pulls out, you shave it off and fill it with Bondo.
I've seen videos of people doing it. What a hack job.
And it is a scam job for, getting rid of the...
Yeah. And did you do the body work yourself?
No, I did not. I have a friend of mine in Fort Dodge, Iowa.
Okay.
That did the body and paint for me. I did the interior and everything else beyond that, but he painted it House of Color black with midnight blue ghost stripes in the hood.
Yeah, I saw that when I walked up. Man. And what is the interior out of?
The interior, the back seats are actually out of a Volkswagen GTI.
Okay.
Just so I could have bucket seats and cup holders for my two boys.
Yeah.
I bought the car seats just off of eBay offline, put Corvette brackets on the bottom, mounted them because it's the same brackets.
Okay.
Mounted right up into it.
Yeah, it looks like it fits very, very nicely.
I wrapped the dash in blue carbon fiber to match the stripes on the hood and the trunk.
That is impressive. And we were talking before I started shooting, when you got it, it had the 180 engine.
It had a 180 horse turbo engine in it.
Okay.
And we took it out. The turbo had a problem. We pulled the turbo out, pulled the distributor out, put in a regular distributor, and just put the regular carbs back on it, which knocked it from 180 down to 110 horse.
Yeah.
And the motor runs great just the way it is right now. But I have a 140 horse race motor that was built by John Hoffman. He's passed, God rest his soul. But he's built it. It's bored 60 over with an 0295 cam in it. So it's going to be a nice loping. It was built actually for road rallies or road racing.
Okay.
And he told me when I bought it from him, he goes, this is not a street motor, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, no, it's made for the racetrack. I said, well, we're going to put it on the street. He goes, well, you better run the hell out of it. Okay. I don't know much about running the hell out of it, but it's one of those things that, my motto is I don't have to go fast to look good.
Yeah. Here we can see the stripes a lot better. This is really impressive. It's like glass.
Yeah, the guy did a pretty good job of painting it.
Yeah. Now the tail lights, it has this rubber, it looks like a gasket.
Those are not original tail lights.
Yeah, I have never seen those.
Those are, you see them all the time.
Yeah.
You drive down the highway, look at the back of a semi.
Okay.
And the reason I did that is because I wanted halos, right?
Oh. Very cool.
I wanted halos, but when you look at Ferrari's halos, they want $600 for one light. They're $6.34 a piece.
That is really impressive.
So if one of them goes out, I can just unclip it, rubber it right back in.
So the original tail light was similar to the Impala, where it stuck out 2.5 inches.
Yeah, it did. It was a round
Yeah.
metal or plastic with a round metal ring. The Corvairs were known for getting hit in the back end because they weren't very bright.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't very bright at all. A lot of guys were taking the outsides were the tail light, the inside was supposed to be the backup light.
Yes.
And they would take the backup ones out and put red ones in and wire them all together just so they would shine brighter.
Yeah.
My other 65 My brother's 65 is set up that way.
I just want to walk around, and then we'll get to the engine. Should we look at the?
The engine's dirty. It's the only part I haven't touched yet since I'm getting ready to swap the motors out.
Yeah. Oh, that stick shift is really cool. That's now is that,
Speed. There's
Yeah.
a 4-speed quick shift transmission.
now that knob is so small. Was that original or?
That is one of the original knobs. Yes.
Okay, so they were that small.
Yeah,
when
they
came-
were small, little white or black.
Yeah.
Or you could get the wood ones. I have a wood one at the house. It says Corvair in it. I like the little white one better.
Yeah. I shot another Corvair. I can't recall if it. I don't recall the shift knob being that small. Super nice guy, very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, there was 2.4 million Corvairs built in the United States from 1960 to 1969.
wow.
And that's everything from early model to late model convertibles to the trucks, the Corvair station wagon, the Corvair vans, everywhere.
Yeah.
Ralph Nader put a damper on
Yeah.
these things, unsafe at any speed. Well,
Yeah.
F Ralph Nader.
Yeah. Exactly. Can we take a look at the trunk in front?
I changed the headlights out. I made the headlights
I saw that.
aftermarket.
Yeah.
I wanted halos on the front as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Now, are those motorcycle headlights?
No. Those are 5 3/4 car lights because I shaved off the turn signals here. See?
Okay.
There's no turn signals in the front of the Corvair anymore. So let me see if I can do it. I put this in here. And turn on my. Oh, I have to have it started. I'll have to start it here in a little bit.
Yeah. And I just love the bow tie there and how you open
And
it
that's
up.
original. That's an original piece of the car.
Yeah.
I need to paint it. It's supposed to be red, but I'm gonna paint it blue to match the.
That is so cool, though. Wow. And I don't recall the name of the speckle. Did you redo this?
No, this is a original style speckle paint
Okay.
that comes with the car. The Corsa had the windshield wiper fluid, had the single stage. See these dampeners right here I was talking about? This car has individual hydraulically damped dampeners in it to keep the car from shifting too quick.
On all four corners, you were saying.
All 4 corners of the car
Yeah.
is built that way. Always keep a fire extinguisher because we're dealing with a Corvair.
Yeah.
That and fan belts.
Does it eat fan belts?
No, I mean, when they get old and they stretch and one pops off you and you're going down the highway, you know it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Kids nowadays, they'll walk by this, I've never heard of this car before.
Yeah.
Never seen a car like this before. That's why I did it, because you don't see this car out in shows anymore.
And I'm sure it's just a dream on the twisties and to drive a.
Oh yeah, this thing is awesome. When we took the original rim and tire on these cars were 13-inch rims. You only had about that much tread on the road.
Okay.
That's all that was on the road. Well, I took the 13-inch rims off. I put 17-inch, 17 by 7 Riddlers on it, and that opened my pattern up to about this wide on the road. It's like driving a Corvette down the highway.
Yeah.
That quick shift, quick steering, man. It's a dream to ride in.
Yeah. And the body panels are so much like the Camaro back then.
Well, the same gentleman that designed the Corvette and the Camaro is the same gentleman that designed this car. The 4 tail lights in the back,
Yeah.
all of the Corvette. You look at the front end, it looks like a Camaro.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah. And can we check out the engine?
Oh, it's a filthy part, but yes. Now this is one spot that I haven't messed with because
Yeah.
I have another motor to put in it. I wasn't gonna do anything to this until this motor either falls apart or I decide to change it out.
And
then I'll
all this, I'm assuming that wasn't factory.
No, this is not factory. This was actually done by a guy. His name was Christian Magia. I heard out of California, hand carved this. It's the only one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of carving on cars, on intakes and stuff out of cars in California.
Okay.
Only one I'd ever seen that was done this way. So,
you know, without the spare tire on here, you can see so much more.
oh yeah, I use the spare tire rack as a belt holder.
Okay. Very cool. What is your favorite feature of the car?
My favorite feature of the car, how it rides.
Yeah.
How it rides. It's, you know, you go down the highway, it's not a great big car.
Yeah.
It's a small car. So when you're going down the highway, everybody going by you is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
You're like, trucks looking down at you and stuff.
And I can see the dampener that you were talking about.
Yes.
And probably,
I got so much cleanup to do in the back end of this thing. But
it's not like I thought it was when you said it was really dirty. I was expecting far worse. And where is the gas tank?
fuel tank's in the front of the car, in
Okay.
front of the driver's.
And the floor where your feet would be?
Yeah, right in the front, a 14-gallon tank.
Huh.
It goes right here.
Oh, hell yeah. I saw that
And
one.
it runs right straight down the front of the firewall. And under that step that was in the trunk out there,
yeah.
that's where the tank is.
Okay.
And
Was
A lot
that
of
Ralph
time.
Nader's big beef that it was as far as unsafe, as far as the fuel cell? And
well, it was more of the fact of if the engine, how you doing, dog?
Good.
If the motor mount right here failed,
okay.
if this motor mount here failed and it split apart, there was times that it would break and the back of the motor would fall out. Well, this is the fuel pump.
Okay.
So if the motor fell, it would hit this, shear the fuel pump off,
Okay.
and catch it back in the car on
Spray
fire.
fuel, yeah.
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 Or, you know, it's like anything. You hit something without something in the front end, it's going to crush.
Yeah.
But a lot of people bitched about, oh, it's got rollover issues. A lot of people bitched about, you know, the Department of Transportation did an entire inquiry on this car and said, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
If you do the proper maintenance on it, you know, people weren't doing the proper maintenance on it, so they were having issues with the car.
Yeah.
Drive it like an idiot, it's going to treat you like an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And can we hear it run? Can you start it up?
Oh, yeah, I can start it. As long as I don't gas these two out. I pulled in here earlier and I was... Oh, yeah. It will once it gets warmed up. This thing is...
Can you try your blinker?
Yeah.
Dale?
Oh,
Oh, heck yeah.
let me see which one. Is it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the blinkers out and redid those.
Was there anything I didn't ask that I should have asked about?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I think we've hit...
And you can see your Ghost racing stripes much better now. Very, very impressive, Dale.
And the damn thing just runs too good to pull the motor out to put the other motor in it.
Yeah.
Once this motor decides to shit the bed, then we'll put the new one in.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks, guys.